Ekra dancing, slots it through, onside into the box, dribbling around, they shoot and score again, it's incredible. Ekra dancing, slots it through, onside into the box, dribbling around, they shoot and score.
Flowe World Sports Show, Morgan Langley. Little comeback for you. I mean, had a little spark and fire there in the second half. Got a goal out of you.
Absolutely. I mean, we went into the locker room at halftime. I said, all right, 3-0. We all said we did it in 10 minutes against New England. We got 45 minutes to do it against Philadelphia. I mean, we came out there. We said once we get the first, we'll get the second. We got the first, got the second. We were looking for the third. I think our legs kind of just gave out in the end. You know, 70th minute, I think a lot of our legs kind of went. And it was kind of unfortunate we had to make 2 early substitutions.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think, you know, you start thinking about the weekend, 40 hours on a bus. I mean, I think that started catching up with us a bit. So it was a good effort from the guys. I mean, never die. That's what we do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it says a lot. You guys are last 3 matches down to MLS teams and make comebacks almost 3 games in a row, but 2 games and 1 just short. I mean, that must be like a morale booster on your ride back to Harrisburg. You know that you guys are going to come back on big teams and carry that over to the regular season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think for us, you know, we're definitely going to be down on the bus. I mean, when we went into this game, we went in to win. The feeling around the locker room was that, you know, we were going to come out of here and get a win. We wanted to get a win just like any other team. If an MLS team coming in here, we didn't think because we were a USL team we weren't going to get a win. You know, so, I mean, it will be a little bit of a morale boost that we made that late comeback, particularly after going down 3 goals to an MLS team. But at the same time, you know, it's still bittersweet for all of us. Coming into PPL, playing in MLS Park was fun, but at the same time, you know, we still wanted to win. I really wanted to win bad, that's for sure. I wanted to come out of here with a win, for sure.
Yeah, change the subject a little bit. I mean, you did don the Union jersey for a game last year in Columbus. I mean, what's the feeling like going to get some of those guys that you're probably pretty close with and had some friendships? Was that like little pregame talking at all, some of the guys?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I you know, gave some hugs out and, you know, said what's up to all the guys, but at the same time it was business. You know, they knew just like I knew we were competing at this point. So I mean that was big for us. It was fun. I mean, it's fun competing against Gabe on the right side, and it's fun going against, you know, talking with just all the guys on the field even. But at the same time, it was very competitive. I mean, we were definitely going at each other, trying to win the game from both sides. So, you know, it was fun to be back playing against my old club.
Yeah, in a game like this, I mean, some of the coaches come to you a little bit for a little bit of scouting. I mean, you guys did play them a few weeks ago, but that was a game where nobody really wanted to show their cards, you know. That was a game where you guys just wanted to get through it, nobody gets hurt. But is this a game where coaches come to you and ask you a little bit of, like, who's weak on which side? Yeah,
I mean, I had a couple, you know, like Nick Noble, our goalkeeper, asked me which way guys win in penalties.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I guess it wasn't too helpful. But at the same time, you know, people ask me here and there, but I think our coaching staff pretty much knew, and they scouted them on their own, and they knew what each player could do. So, you know, there was only so much I could say, honestly.
And it's also exciting, kind of a mini other homecoming, because you went to college at Swarthmore, so not too far. Did you have some fans in the stand then for you?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a huge Swarthmore contingent out there. I mean, there's people from the town of Swarthmore and the people from the college. So, I mean, there were a lot of people from Swarthmore here, and I mean, again, I grew up in Hawaii, so the only other place I've lived for the past 5 years has been Philadelphia and Swarthmore area. So, you know, that is a homecoming for me. So I was very excited. I mean, just taking the bus through the area, it was giving me a little bit chills that I was coming back here to play in a professional stadium again. So
yeah, that helped set up my next question. I was going to ask you. I mean, how was that transition from playing ball in Hawaii and up at Swarthmore? Now, how does one go from Honolulu, Hawaii, to Swarthmore, Pennsylvania, to play ball?
I'm still trying to figure it out, but long story short, my brother was recruited through a West Coast tournament. Actually, Swarthmore does some West Coast recruiting, so they saw my brother play on a West Coast tournament. My brother did very well, and I said, hey, you got a brother? Let's see what he can do. So,
no pressure.
You know, no pressure at all. And me and my brother are best friends, so basically it was a no-brainer for me to go and follow his path and end up at Swarthmore also. So.
Okay, so you were also telling me you played some games growing up and right next to Diamond, and I got the pleasure to play there, so that must be the drop back and the rainbows in all the games.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at that, Kapiolani Park. I mean, I trained there for growing up. Not the greatest field, but, you know, you got Diamond Head.
That's a good backdrop.
You got Diamond Head literally right on the training pitch almost. I mean, there's rainbows there. Well, across the street from the training pitches, there's beautiful beach. I mean, I was very fortunate to grow up in Hawaii and be able to play soccer you know, all year round. That's the big thing. You can play all year round, some beautiful fields, beautiful backdrops. So it's unbelievable.
I had a fan email me in a question actually to ask you. I thought it's pretty ironic that you're playing for a team called the Islanders and you grew up on an island. So I mean, does that ever come up and kind of ironic?
Yeah, it's very, it's very funny. I never thought that I'd be playing on a team first called the Islanders, second on an island, third that they're going to say aloha before and after the game. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, that's what y'all do?
That's what they do. So.
You back to us or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be
soon?
Yeah. So, you know, that to me is it's a surprise, but at the same time, it's very fun to be playing for the Islanders on an island. I always say I'm an island boy, so I should be able to succeed on the island.
You got some pretty popular soccer players in Hawaii. You got Tasha Kai. I mean, that's some big boots to look up to.
Absolutely. Tasha Kai, Brian Ching. I mean, I was actually fortunate to be able to talk to both of them. I did a camp with Tasha Kai, and then I did a camp with Brian Ching right after, 1 week after another when I was in Hawaii. I was very fortunate to be able to talk with them, and you know, coming from Hawaii, there's only so many professional soccer that do come out of Hawaii. You know, I can think of Brian Ching right now, Zach Scott in the MLS. There's a couple here and there, maybe the NASL, but you know,
not a lot.
There's not a lot. So, and anybody from Hawaii is a very proud person to be from Hawai. I mean, honestly, I have Hawaii tattooed on my back, so I'm very proud of that. And
thinks they give out yellow cards for taking off the shirt now. You can't take the shirt off.
Exactly. Otherwise, every time I celebrate, I take my shirt off and show the islands. I've got the Hawaiian Islands tattooed on my back. So
very cool.
Yeah.
All of them?
Yep, every single island. So.
How long did that take to?
It took about 2 hours.
Oh, you did it all in one shot. You
all in one shot. Yep, all in one shot, and that took about 2-3 hours and put mountain ranges and everything in there, so very excited.
That's very creative. Now let's go back a little bit to the game. Like, walk us through the goal. I mean, that excitement. I mean, that must have gotten chills there because you guys made it a ball game, and you could see Philly had a little bit of panic there because it was suddenly 3-2. Yeah. You guys are back in the game.
Yeah, we absolutely made it a ball game. I mean, you know, we came in at halftime, like I said before, and we wanted to make it a ball game. By that second goal, I mean, I figured we were in it.
Yeah.
I think, again, our legs kind of fell below us.
Yeah.
I felt myself cramping in about the 7th, 8th minute. I can usually go 90 without having an issue like that. You know, it was tough because we did make it a ball game. I think at the end of the day, they were just a little bit fitter. Not necessarily just because of not necessarily their training was better. Just our schedule was tough. It was tough to keep the fitness over the past 4 or 5 days that we were trying to do. So definitely.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.